So some pretty big states were eliminated in that last video. Montana, Oregon almost eliminated. Iowa down to 2 provinces. And in turn, we're seeing a lot of nations, I guess a lot of states and provinces and territories kind of become these powers that might exist for the rest of the game. So for instance, Missouri, Colorado, if Colorado ends up kind of surviving this war against Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Massachusetts, obviously California and Florida. I mean, these are all very powerful states. I mean, I don't even need to mention Ontario, but Ontario seems to be at the moment the only really significant power province out of Canada at the moment. I mean, Alberta made some gains, and this province here made some gains. But there's really, it's hard. I mean, British Columbia is one province bigger than they started out with. So I don't know if there's anybody else besides Ontario that is out of at least Canada. And then we have a few provinces, or a few Mexican states that I think are pretty powerful. Mexican states, Sonora, we have Estado, Mexico, and that's about it. I mean, maybe this one here. How many? I mean, these are small provinces, so yeah, I'd say this holds a great deal of power. Durango's okay. I don't know. I mean, I think that Texas's only option really right now is to go after the South, go after Mexico. That's it. Because everyone, they're hated by Florida, they're hated by California. Sonora, Colorado doesn't like them. They're liked by Oklahoma still, even though there's no alliance there. They just got to move down to the South. That's it. Anyways, so let us see. There's only one war I think that's going on, besides Massachusetts going after New Jersey, but Ohio just got involved. So this might not be as easy as they were thinking. Might not be as easy as we were thinking either. They don't have any occupations just yet. Is there a lot of forts here? All of Jersey is a fort. No, this is not a fort though. So they have a few forts, but it's not entirely a fort. Still 19 stack, that's quite a bit. Here comes Ohio with the 15 stack. So this is definitely going to slow down. This will definitely slow down Massachusetts' progress. And Ohio will be a thorn in Massachusetts' side, not only because of Jersey, but also because Ohio and Ontario are allied. So either way, I mean, that's going to be tough. Oh, and Colorado's not doing super well. Yeah, they're not doing very well. Oregon still exists, but they're allied to Nevada. So no matter what, Washington might want to go to war with Oregon because they're not allied to Nevada. They don't like Nevada. And Oregon is not liked by anybody for the most part. Washington, British Columbia, they all are very upset at Oregon for some reason, or they were upset with Oregon. I don't know if they're going to exist for that much longer, but we'll see. In terms of wars, did we have any more? Massachusetts had 40 war score with Jersey already, even if Ohio, I don't think Ohio's going to do enough damage. Northern Territory after Western Australia. Wow, that didn't take long for them to set their sights on Western Australia. That was messed up. So this war is still going on. It's just that Northern Territory went after Western Australia separately. That's messed up. Interesting. And we'll have to keep that in mind. Australia's in a huge mess. Oklahoma's at 16 war score over over Colorado. So they might be the big victors there. And that's it. And Western Australia is still at 50 war score over Queensland. So they might take a lot if Colorado doesn't get their stuff together, which they won't. Yeah, see, the AI is sporadically building regiments. Uh-oh. So this is going to make the borders very interesting. Remember, this was a war declared by Oklahoma. They have claims on these 2 provinces, so they might end up taking quite a bit here. Nebraska has no claims on Colorado, so I don't think they will attempt to take anything. Obviously, New Mexico, this is all their cores. Wait a second. Didn't think about that. Oklahoma can't take this one away. Or at least none of New Mexico's cores, because that's their cores. So they can't possibly take that away if they help them out in the war. That usually just doesn't happen. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. How's Wisconsin doing? Wisconsin is still allied to. They're allied to actually Missouri and Nebraska now. That might be a better choice. What about Indiana? Oh, so you guys don't like each other because you were forced to maybe dissolve that alliance, I think. Ohio's still here, giving some trouble to Massachusetts. They're going to try to separate peace Ohio, I think. And Ohio's going to try to help out their friend, but it's only a matter of time. That's not going to last for much longer. Let's go ahead and check in on the new worlds now that there's time to do so. We've got Muscovy Muscovy's got a personal union over a very small country. Muscovy allied to the Ottomans. That's an interesting one. It's an interesting case. Muscovy's even cutting into Scandinavia, which is really crazy. But they're going to have to fight the Uzbek. The Uzbek allied to a few of the other hordes here back in Asia. Any other personal unions or anything else that we might be interested in seeing? Aragon going after Castile, and they're having a lot of success in doing so. France has already taken a province out of Iberia. England probably going to be, forming the Great British Empire at some point, I'm thinking too. Sub-Saharan region still about the same. And, wow, these guys are actually looking pretty powerful. Ming hasn't exploded, so that's good for Ming. Pretty surprising. And in terms of South America, I've been keeping an eye on this because this actually has a pretty major impact, I think, on the game for now, is the Portuguese and how much they are colonizing. So they've got 2 established colonies here so far in Latin America. And then they're going up for their 3rd. Has anybody reached the Caribbean yet? No. No one's declared war or anything like that. Oh, we also have the Virgin Islands. I should have mentioned that. So the Virgin Islands also involved. Oh, wow, that's an interesting green. I thought they were allied to Puerto Rico. I was like, wow, does Puerto Rico have a friend? That's crazy. Bam, Colorado under almost completely occupied almost. So definitely New Mexico will grab their cores back. I don't know if Florida's going to continue to be allied to them. Florida already playing the game against kind of California here. California might want to... Oh, they like Colorado. California might not be able to expand their borders much more because they like Colorado. Unless, of course, you know, if Oklahoma starts to reach way into here. I mean, I don't know how much they can possibly take without, like, just destroying themselves. Massachusetts still in their war. And they're out in Ohio territory. Ohio territory? Ohio territory, I guess, yeah. Ohioans would be people from Iowa, right? I don't know. I apologize. I don't know. I'm not sure. Massachusetts still at 68 war score, so either way they're going to win this war. Nevada, Wyoming versus Colorado and Washington. So, you know, Nevada's going to try to maybe up the stakes here, take over a bit. Oklahoma's at 67 war score. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought we'd see the fall of Colorado? I mean, I guess you get all that recreational marijuana. I mean, I would want Colorado too. That would be fun, right? I mean, I don't, you know, recreational marijuana is not very fun, but recreational, maybe crack or something would be maybe more exciting. Whoa, there's a big war going on. Okay, so wait a second. California decided to help Nevada because Nevada declared the war. They called in Wyoming last time we checked. Now California's in the war. They're actually going to have to fight their ally, Washington. This might weaken California by quite a bit, actually. If they have to try to take away things from Washington, they could maybe take provinces if they wanted. Bam. There's the Californian fleet pushing back Washington's fleet back towards their coast. All right. And how much war score do you have now? 71. Dang. So I think Colorado might cease to exist by the end of this video, or maybe even by, you know, the next, like, 5 years. Because I guarantee you New Mexico's going to take back their stuff. Now this is, oh, bam. Yep, there it goes. So New Mexico took back their stuff. Oklahoma grabbed 3 provinces. Colorado is down to 4. Yeah, 4. Oh my gosh. Washington will not be able to defend them. California's going to kick Washington's butt. And then you're in a tough spot. Occupied by Nevada already. Arkansas is black flagged. I don't know where they're going. Dang. And just like that, I mean, Nevada might grab a bunch of land here. What is California's feelings for New Mexico? It's nothing. It's kind of... doesn't matter. Texas and New Mexico like each other. So look at these interesting borders with Oklahoma. Oklahoma is just looking much different, I think. They're not liked by Kansas, obviously not liked by Colorado or Wyoming. Ooh, Florida also really doesn't like Oklahoma either. Oh my goodness, no way. Oh, that is awesome. Massachusetts just formed New England. That is really cool. When did this happen? Yep, they took over all of New Jersey's territory, and just like that, bam, New England has formed. They're only allied to Indiana and Maryland, though. That's the weird part. Ontario back at war. Who they at war with? Back at war with Wisconsin, Missouri, and Nebraska. All right. So once again, Manitoba calling a war to their neighbors to the south. Anyways, this is really cool. I love that there's formidable nations. New England might be a big threat, I think, to Ontario, but we'll see. They need to get up some alliances still. And they need to probably take over all of Pennsylvania, too. That would help. They're allies to Maryland, so they won't attack Maryland, but I'm sure Maryland will be a vassal very soon. Dang, look at Virginia's alliances. Florida, South Carolina, and Tennessee, all in the southeast corner. Okay, so Wisconsin, they probably won't be doing very well here. I don't know how much power Missouri has, but if Colorado at their strength before... Oh, bam! Nevada pieced out just like that. Colorado still exists technically, but... Oh, Wyoming has that piece, right? Because they were involved? They were. So yeah, no one will be taking over Colorado just yet. They're going to have to deal with this truce for another, 10 years, 8 years. It's going to be like a 10-year truce. So Colorado will exist for a while, but, you know, it's not going to be very powerful at all. Wisconsin is going to lose a lot here. I think they're going to, they don't have the strength for sure to keep up with the 24 stack. I mean, let's see if they engage, first of all, and I want to see if they have any other... I don't know if they have any other additional like bonuses that we're not calculating for. Besides, they just don't have the numbers on their side, but they had the numbers on their side before, and it was just some bonuses that were helping out Manitoba and Ontario. Oh, here they go. So let's go ahead and view this. Yeah, so it's like this huge morale. Look at that, 4.6. Where are they getting that from? And is that from ideas? Is that like national ideas? Brock's Victory. What is Brock's Victory? I don't know what that is. Government forum, it should be normal from technology. That's normal. Military drill, maybe that's it. 15% military drill. Army traditions at 11.8. Brock's Victory and military drill. Those seem to be what's really kicking in that morale into high gear, because I don't know if anyone else has even close to 4.6 morale. I mean, I'll check whenever we see like another battle. But if there's that big of a morale difference, then no one's really going to be able to beat Ontario here. Ontario has cores on all these lands. I don't know who's going to take it. Now, who declared the war? That's the next thing. Is who actually declared this? Looks like it might have been... Oh, gosh. Sonora back at war. Oh, Sonora's at war with Texas. Uh-oh. Huge. And they're calling in a few Texas, Arizona... California also. Oh my gosh. Okay, so big Southern War. Very, very big Southern War. Colima. Let's see here. Where is that? Messina. There it is right there. Oh, so Manitoba did declare the war. Again, it's for St. Louis. And they're at 23 war score, so Ontario's going to be... They're going to be big balling over there in the corner. They're going to be doing pretty well. All right, so I do want to see what happens. What's the result with Texas? They did call in quite a few, you know, these two Mexican states might be able to help out a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I think actually, you know what? If they lose a few wars, which they're going to lose, a few battles, I mean, Florida will join in. Oh, they did. No, they didn't. Oh, Florida's involved in something else. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what happened here? So New England finally facing the South, but again, is this really what they should be doing? I always thought they needed to face Ontario, but this is a very big war that popped up in the Southeast. So what happened? Who declared the war first of all? I don't think it was Florida or New England. It was Virginia, I see. It was Virginia versus, Indiana. And Virginia called in Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee. Indiana calling New England, Alabama, and West Virginia. So Alabama might be... no, they're going to get separate pieced, I think, pretty fast here. If South Carolina just grabs this province away from Virginia, they'll probably be able to form just Carolina, I think. If there's all these formable nations, which I can't tell in observer mode, but still, that's kind of cool. Let's check on their morale. So yeah, look, there's something going on. Ontario has like a crazy high morale. 3.6, 3.4. I mean, nowhere even close. I don't see anybody even close. Let's look at this. Yeah, so Ontario has some huge advantages somehow. Durango. Durango's not doing well. Sonora's already has 2 occupations over them. So this seems like it's going to be a pretty clear victory. Texas is just lucky that Florida is involved in the north. They're very lucky in that instance. So this is Virginia going after Indiana, right? So Virginia might take a lot away here. I don't see Florida and their allies losing this. No way. Not even close. I don't think that can even be possible, to be honest. Let's check in on Australia while all this stuff is. Whoa! Okay, so Northern Queensland was released. We've got Queensland, regular Queensland. We've got Victoria grabbing a province. And Western Australia seems to be like the big threat now, although they have no allies. And of course, yeah, the Eastern Australian coast is allying each other now that there's a bigger threat. That continent's going back and forth. It's almost like a teeter-totter. It's very cool. Very interesting to watch. Alright, so Virginia is actually, they're occupied by a little bit of West Virginia. I wonder if Virginia has a formable nation. If it's just like Mega Virginia. Mega Virginia would be really cool. 33% war score for Manitoba. And I'm sure that Texas war will be ending very soon. Pretty one-sided. So far, these wars are big, but they're pretty one-sided. Sonora has -7 war score. That's crazy. Who would have guessed that? Virginia at 3 war scores. So they're not winning this, like, significantly. So what was the war declared for? Maybe that's why. Sonora, there's not that many occupations that Texas has either. That's the crazy part. Arizona running back home. Arkansas is not involved in the Southeast War against the North. So that makes a little bit of sense why they can help out quite a bit. Although Alabama is using them, I think, as a morale build. So here comes... So I think Alabama will be separate peace. That will really, really start to hurt the North. Because Alabama is kind of the only infiltration that the North has. It's interesting to see Alabama liked by the North, and they are so deep in the South, where everyone else is allied to each other. Boom. Let's check in on this. Okay, so we see Florida leading the charge against Alabama. They're going to lose that, so they're going to be pushed back to their lands, probably back to the peninsula. Maybe, yeah, Alabama just lost the second one, so I think Florida lost. I don't know. No, Florida got reinforced. That's what happened. So Indiana's going to lose a lot here. I think that's safe to say. Although West Virginia is doing some damage to regular Virginia, so I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there. This has just been insanity. These major conflicts going on. And look at this. The Europeans are coming. And that's going to bring a whole nother element to all of this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.